Welcome fellow airsoft players and enthusiasts, channel host Marshmallow. And in this series we are going to be tackling the Krytac LMG, more specifically the upgrades that we're going to put into it. This will be a multi-part series, but a great one nonetheless, so stick around. Alright, so the screw's going to have to come out, and as I mentioned earlier, underneath here there's going to be a very tiny spring holding this down. So what I'm going to do to prevent that from hopefully flying is I'm going to keep my finger on top of this as I take this screw out. So, you'll feel that, so I'm going to guess that that's that little bad boy popping up. And use a plier, got that out of there, and I bet you I gotta take this off first. There we go. Yep, there we go, and that just popped out, and perfect. Okay, so just to double check that I'm not totally crazy, I'm going to get the barrel that I am going to have and put the one that was in there in. Yeah, so now if you see, hopefully you can see this, there is a big gap right there. So yeah, this one is too small for it. So see, it goes back and forth. So there's that one. And the other one that came with, see, now that has next to no gap. So that's a little bit of one, but nowhere near what the other one did. So that's what we need to put in. And that spring, I'm hoping maybe you'll be able to see, but it's right there. Very tiny. Here's the top of your hop-up, and there's that little guiding spot right here and right here. So I'm going to go ahead and put this one, the new one in, well, not the new one, but the correct size, I guess would be the word to use. And we'll get this. Now before we get into that, if you can hit the subscribe button, hit the like, leave your comments. They're important to me. It helps give me some good feedback on things that I can improve or things that you all liked. So without further ado, let's get right into it. There's that little spring, and then this has to go on top. You'll see this kind of pretty much has to sit right in there. That looks pretty good. So we'll try to get this in place, which it looks like it pretty much is. Might need to finagle it a little bit, but that's there. Try to slide this through. Alright, so the pin here feels like it's good to go. I'm going to take the screwdriver to it and just kind of wiggle it the rest of the way. Feels like it's about where it needs to be. There we go. Alright, just gave a little bit of a slide. And again, take your time with these. Go nice and slow. Alright. So now I've got this to where I'm just barely turning the screwdriver. Like I'm barely giving it any torque. And right now it's where it's just going to stop. So you don't want to try to over tighten these because you'll strip them out quickly. Okay, well that's all set there. And just to give a functions test, we'll look so you can see that this is now the arm is on top of that nub, and when I give it a little bit of a press, it might be hard to see, but it does, right there you can see it moving just a bit. So I can feel that spring tension is there. That's all good to go. And we'll get this set, and there's the inside here. You can see, hopefully, there we go. There's a little track, so to speak, and what you'll see is this one on the left is sitting much higher than the one on the left. So I'm sorry, the one on the right. But what I'm going to do is as I push this on, I'm going to push the arm down to try to give it a little bit of, to get it into the track here. There we go. Alright, hold. As I turn the dial up, now you might be able to see just a little bit down the way there's, and then when I turn this all the way down, kind of having to use gravity because we don't have anything pressing on it, but now it's completely flat in there. So that's no hop and maximum hop. So as far as that's concerned, that's all good to go. That is the unit there.